So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll set up to throw. Now, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They get it to him running left. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here now come the Falcons.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to it, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Gun, 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 gun.
Looking to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he finds Tyler Croft. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. First by him near the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, it's Stone. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run. And coughed it up. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A dump underneath to Jones. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So out come the Falcons now. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Jones in on the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looking right, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense.
And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. public, hated or love it, the underdog, religious wars. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a stars for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tales. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir.